everybody. Welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that, while I was off, taking a little holiday break, I stumbled across something that I haven't seen in maybe 6 years. A collection of the rarest Polaris trading cards. That's right. I got all of them. You want your ninja sex parties? I got that. You want your Dodger posing like she has a gun for some reason? I got that too. I got them all. You want Jesse and a puppet? I got that. And you know what else I got? The news, because today we're talking about something fun. You know how there's been study after study that talks about how gaming can help your cognitive functions as you age, and how gaming is probably good for older people. Well, it looks like the same thing can be said for dogs. And a UK startup, Joypaw, has taken it upon themselves to start making video games for those good doggos. Currently in prototype, the games run via a saliva-resistant touchscreen, where a canine can boop their snoot against the screen and play things like whack-a-mole or a bubble game and more. And in winning, the game dispenses them a treat, which I think more people games should do, but you know, that's just me. Oh, you got an achievement? Have a starburst. There's even talk of a motion-sensitive collar that acts as tracking and control for some games. And really, this whole thing started because the co-founder read an article in 2017 on several European studies that tested simple touchscreen games on nearly 300 dogs and 20 wolves. And they found potential cognitive benefits for dogs with aging brains. Plus, unlike most activities for our pets, these games are designed to ramp up in difficulty, forcing the dog to adapt and learn, which is wild to me. I'm totally fascinated by this because just the ins and outs of getting a dog to even begin the process of pressing its nose against the screen. How would you do that? They even talk about it in the article about how that's the hardest part, but they also say once the dog is in, they're in. And that, I imagine it's like teaching. Boy, that's weird. I don't want to say that my students were dogs, but I imagine when like the light flickers and you can see the moment of recognition. I imagine between a student and a dog, it's roughly the same, like, oh, I'm so proud of you. And honestly, I just want to see that. I want to see a dog be like, I am a gamer now. I just want that very badly in my life. Meanwhile, in the part of the gaming world where the light in your eyes goes to die, Meta. This month has been a bad one for Meta and the metaverse, with the company to date spending $15 billion on a project for it to only be mocked and derided on social media. And so it became clear to them that the only solution to this absolutely terrible idea was to make up the losses by firing 11,000 employees. In a message to his team, Mark Zuckerberg said, "Today, I'm sharing some of the most difficult changes we've made in Meta's history. I've decided to reduce the size of our team by about 13% and let more than 11,000 of our talented employees go." He then goes on to blame COVID because I guess they hired more people during COVID because of all the increased usage of social media. And now he says that the economic downturn is affecting the company, something we have to fire people. So, like, you know, it has nothing to do with the fact that they're just burning money on a terrible idea. I want to take accountability for these decisions and how we got here, Zuckerberg said. He wants to, but he did not. And in other news, it's Monday, so it's time for releases, and we have got a lot. Today, World of Warcraft releases its newest expansion, Dragonflight, and the FOMO of my Twitch friends is at an extreme. Like with all expansions, the new car smell of this one has attracted all your old guildmates back to Azeroth, so return with them to the Dragon Isles and see all your favorite dragon waifus and husbandos again. Or just make your own dragon evoker and scale your weekend up. I think that's what this expansion is about anyway. Tomorrow, you can show your love for the world's favorite sport without having to support FIFA with Soccer Story, a physics-driven adventure RPG where every problem can be solved with your trusty magic football. Save the world from evil, compete in tournaments, best the bad guys in one-on-one. It's basically an RPG, but you know, soccer. And I'm here for that. Then on the 30th, Warhammer 40k Darktide unleashes its bloodthirsty hordes upon the gaming world. The co-op adventure designed by the Vermintide team with that Left 4 Dead format is genuinely so much fun. But you're no space marine, my friend. You are just a ragtag group of space losers sent to make the God Emperor of mankind proud. And he should be, because this game is great. And then on Friday, it's time to get jump scared and grossed out because Callisto Protocol is here. The survival horror game from the devs behind Dead Space sends you off to go venture into a future space prison because, why not? And then monsters. It looks incredible, it looks scary, and it looks like every one of their brothers gonna be streaming it this weekend, so get ready for that. But if scares aren't your thing, we're not done yet because Marvel's Midnight Suns also comes out on Friday, and it asks the question, what do you get if you take Marvel's greatest heroes and pit them against demonic forces, all in sort of an XCOM-style card-based tactical game? Well, you get Doctor Strange and Blade teaming up together, and honestly, that sounds fun to me. Add to the playlist because this should be fun and worth checking out. Like I said, there's a lot this week and something for everyone. Speaking of something for everyone, ooh, that was good. Head on over to youtube.com/coxclips and check out all the shorts and VODs and all the different things I do when I'm not here editing God of War footage. By the way, more of that coming, so stay tuned. Anyway, that's it for 5 Minute Gaming News. See you tomorrow.